The great Finnish director Aki Kaurismäki makes minimalist dramatic comedies about ordinary people battling to make ends meet in a tough environment. He also likes to comment on contemporary political realities, and his latest, The Other Side of Hope, is, like his previous film, Le Havre, in part about the immigration crisis facing Europe. The film is set in Helsinki, but as usual, Kaurismäki avoids those parts of the city that tourists are likely to visit, instead locating his characters in the dockyard areas and the back streets. When the film begins, Khaled Ali, Showan Haji, a sweet-natured refugee from Syria, emerges from beneath a pile of coal on a cargo ship. After showering off the coal dust, he presents himself at a local police station, where the officer takes down his details on a manual typewriter. Kaurismäki isn't one for modern gadgets like computers and mobile phones. Meanwhile, Wikström, Sakari Kluseman, a travelling salesman, leaves his alcoholic wife, sells his stock of shirts, wins a fortune by gambling in a club, and buys the Golden Point, one of those rather forlorn restaurants that feature in so many Kaurismäki films. This is an eatery where sardines are served in the can, and where the day's special is fish balls à la maison.
Misokeitto on loppu. Käytä kaalia, sieni kuin sieni.
20 nigirisushi-lajitelmaa.
Johtaja. Niin. Lohi on loppu, samoin siika.
Nyt jo. Paljonko ostit?
Puoli kiloa molempia. En arvannut.
Juottakaa sakea koko porukalle. Talo tarjoaa. Mitä meillä on? Lihapullot eivät käy.
Olin säästellyt tätä kesäksi.
Mistä lähtien?
Wasabi peittää suolanmaalla.
Wikström keeps on the existing staff: cigarette-smoking chef Jani Haitainen, doorman Nupu Koivu, and waitress Ilkka Koivula, all of whom are owed back pay. And the rest of the film explores how the restaurant fares under this new management, how Khaled Ali survives as a refugee, and how Wikström resolves his marital problems. Of course, being a Kaurismäki film, there's also an adorable dog, plus there's time for a few songs. Admirers of this director's work will embrace his famously deadpan style, his minimalist sense of humour, the static camera, and the grimy production design. He is, without doubt, one of the most optimistic filmmakers working today. Sure, things go wrong for his characters, but there's always a silver lining, and even love, somewhere, just waiting to be revealed. The Other Side of Hope won for Kaurismäki the award of Best Director at the Berlin Film Festival last year, and while it's true that he's made even better films than this one, a relatively minor Kaurismäki film is still head and shoulders above much of today's cinema. It's great to have him around. 4 stars. Now, a little plug here. I've programmed a retrospective of 10 Aki Kaurismäki films, which will screen in June and July at the Sydney Film Festival, at ACME in Melbourne, and at the National Film and Sound Archive in Canberra.